Watch Bureau Investigation, the Razor 8. What watch would Peter Parker actually wear? Top 10 AliExpress watches for Spider-Man. Every superhero has iconic gear. Batman has the Batmobile. Iron Man has the Iron Suit. Captain America has his shield. But today, we're investigating something completely different. If Peter Parker actually shopped on AliExpress, which watch would he buy? Not which watch looks the coolest, not which watch costs the most, but which watch actually fits the man behind the mask. Today, we open the case file Dardo 8, the Peter Parker watch investigation. Welcome back to Watch Bureau. Today we're doing something a little different. Instead of reviewing one watch, we're investigating an entire collection. Peter Parker has always been one of the most relatable superheroes ever created. He's brilliant, he's humble, he's hardworking. But unlike Bruce Wayne or Tony Stark, Peter isn't rich. He's usually balancing school, trying to pay rent, working part-time, taking photos, building scientific inventions, and somehow still finding time to save New York. So if Peter Parker needed a watch, he wouldn't be shopping for $10,000 luxury timepieces. He'd be looking for something practical, something reliable, something affordable, and maybe something durable enough to survive being thrown through a brick wall every once in a while. That's exactly what we're going to investigate today. Case file. Subject: Peter Benjamin Parker. Occupation: student, photographer, scientist. A friendly neighborhood hero. Estimated budget: under $250. Lifestyle assessment: constant movement, urban environment, high physical activity, needs dependable equipment, minimal interest in luxury. Watch Bureau profile. Personality assessment: before we look at a single watch, we first need to understand the person wearing it. Peter Parker isn't flashy. He doesn't buy expensive things just to impress people. In fact, most of the time, he'd rather spend his money helping Aunt May, paying his rent, buying camera equipment, or replacing another broken web shooter. He's practical, analytical, intelligent. Everything he buys has a purpose, which means every watch on today's list has to earn its place. Investigation requirements: to qualify, the watch must be affordable, durable, comfortable, easy to read, dependable, practical, low profile, worth buying. Now, let's examine our first piece of evidence. Evidence item number 10. For to do me a day-date field watch. Quick specs. I'll start choosing name a case. Quartz movement. Day-date display. 30 meter water resistance. Luminous dial. Canvas field strap. Budget friendly. Our investigation begins with one of the least expensive watches on today's list. At first glance, it's nothing special. No famous brand. No luxury finishing. No complicated movement. And honestly, that's exactly why it made our list. Peter Parker has never been obsessed with expensive things. He needs a watch that tells the time, looks respectable, and doesn't make him feel guilty for spending money. The quartz movement keeps excellent time with almost zero maintenance. The day-date display is surprisingly useful for someone balancing college classes, photography assignments, and everything else happening in his life. The canvas strap also makes this feel right at home on Peter's wrist. Comfortable, casual, easy to wear every single day. Why Peter would buy it. It's inexpensive, functional, easy to replace if damaged. Exactly the kind of purchase a broke college student would make. Why he might skip it. 30 meters of water resistance is limited. The finishing is basic, and there are simply better built watches later in today's investigation. Watch Bureau compatibility report. Budget, durability, engineering, urban mobility, stealth, overall compatibility. 7 key, 10. A solid beginning, but Peter Parker is also an engineer at heart, which means our next watch immediately raises the bar. Evidence item 9. Militado ML05. Quick specs. Center Heidemi. VH31 sweeping quartz movement. Sapphire crystal. Air coating. Luminous hands. Field watch design. This is where our investigation starts getting interesting. The Militado ML05 isn't just affordable. It's thoughtfully engineered. The first thing that stands out is the VH31 sweeping quartz movement. Unlike traditional quartz watches that tick once every second, the VH31 creates a smooth sweeping motion that closely resembles an automatic movement. Peter would probably appreciate that detail. He's a scientist. He notices good engineering. Sapphire crystal adds another major advantage. It's dramatically more scratch resistant than ordinary mineral glass, which means it can survive everyday life much better. The compact 38mm case also feels appropriate. It's understated, comfortable, easy to wear under a hoodie or jacket. Nothing about this watch screams for attention. And that's exactly Peter Parker's personality, why Peter would buy it. Great engineering, extremely dependable, smooth seconds hand, sapphire crystal. Excellent value, why he might skip it. Some buyers may prefer an automatic movement, and its military styling isn't for everyone. Watch Bureau compatibility report. Budget, durability, engineering, urban mobility, stealth, overall compatibility. AD2521. At this point, our investigation has found something important. Peter Parker isn't simply buying the cheapest watch. He's buying the smartest watch, and our next piece of evidence might be the best everyday watch under $100. Evidence item per 8. Addiesdive AD2521. Quick specs. Japanese quartz movement. Sapphire crystal. 100 meter water resistance. BGW9 Blue Luma. Stainless steel case. Luxury sport design. Addiesdive has quietly built a reputation for producing watches that offer remarkable specifications for the money. And the AD2521 is a perfect example. Right away, you get sapphire crystal, 100 meters of water resistance, bright BGW9 Blue Lume, and a reliable Japanese quartz movement. That's an impressive specification sheet at this price point. But specifications only tell part of the story. Peter Parker spends his life moving, from classrooms, to laboratories, to the Daily Bugle, to rooftops. He needs a watch that transitions effortlessly between every part of his day. The AD2521 does exactly that. It looks clean enough for class, professional enough for work, casual enough for everyday wear, and durable enough to handle whatever unexpected adventure might happen next. Why Peter would buy it. Excellent all-around specifications. Reliable Japanese movement, bright nighttime visibility, premium materials. Why he might skip it. It's beginning to move beyond Peter's typical budget-first mindset. And some may find the styling a little more refined than his everyday personality. Watch Bureau Compatibility Report. Budget. Durability. Engineering. Urban mobility. Stealth. Overall compatibility. Time to Mende. We've only examined 3 pieces of evidence, but a pattern is already beginning to emerge. Peter Parker doesn't choose watches based on status. He chooses them based on function. And in the next chapter, our investigation moves into titanium, automatic movements, and one of the toughest dive watches ever featured on Watch Bureau. Coming next, evidence items number 7 through number 5, where the investigation starts to uncover the watches that truly match Peter Parker's engineering mindset and active lifestyle. Watch Bureau Investigation, the Razor 8. Part 2, evidence item number 7, Tandorio Titanium Pilot Watch. Quick specs, 32mm titanium case. Choice of VH31 quartz, NH35 automatic, or Miyota 8215 automatic, AR-coated sapphire crystal. 20 bar, 200 water resistance. Pilot dial, titanium construction. As our investigation continued, one watch immediately stood out, not because of its brand name, but because of its material, titanium. Most watches in this price range use stainless steel. It's durable, affordable, and proven. But titanium changes the experience completely. It's significantly lighter on the wrist while still offering outstanding strength and corrosion resistance. That's exactly the kind of engineering decision Peter Parker would appreciate. Peter isn't buying a watch to impress people. He's buying equipment. Equipment should disappear while you're using it. A lightweight titanium case means you barely notice it's there, whether you're carrying a backpack across campus, climbing apartment stairs, working in a laboratory, or hypothetically, moving across rooftops. Then there's the flexibility. Tandorio offers this watch with 3 different movements. If Peter wanted ultimate reliability and grab-and-go convenience, the VH31 sweeping quartz is the logical choice. If he preferred traditional mechanical engineering, the NH35 automatic offers dependable performance with proven reliability. Or if he wanted another respected Japanese automatic, the Miyota 8215 is also available. That flexibility makes this watch surprisingly unique. Add the sapphire crystal and 200 meters of water resistance, and you've got one of the most versatile watches in today's investigation. Why Peter would buy it. Titanium construction, excellent engineering, multiple movement options, lightweight enough to wear every day. Why he might skip it. Titanium generally costs a little more. Peter may decide the additional expense isn't necessary if stainless steel already meets his needs. Watch Bureau Compatibility Report. Budget. Durability. Engineering. Urban mobility. Stealth. Overall compatibility. Time 4, 10. Our investigation has uncovered something interesting. Peter doesn't always buy the cheapest option. Sometimes he spends a little more if the engineering actually justifies it. And our next piece of evidence may be the perfect example. Evidence item number 6. Pagani design NH39 sports automatic. Quick specs. NH39 automatic movement. Skeleton dial. Sapphire crystal. 200 water resistance. Stainless steel construction. Automatic mechanical movement. Peter Parker has always been fascinated by how things work. Whether it's cameras, scientific equipment, or the web shooters he designed himself, engineering has always been part of his identity. That's exactly why this Pagani design earns a place in today's investigation. Inside is the Seiko NH39 automatic movement. Unlike a quartz movement powered by a battery, the NH39 is completely mechanical. Every movement of your wrist helps keep the watch running. There's something satisfying about knowing hundreds of tiny components are working together without electronics. Peter would absolutely appreciate that. The partially open dial gives you a glimpse of that mechanical complexity every time. You check the time, it's not flashy in a luxury sense. It's fascinating from an engineering perspective. Add sapphire crystal, 200 meters of water resistance, and proven Seiko movement reliability, and this becomes much more than just another affordable automatic. Why Peter would buy it. Reliable Seiko movement, mechanical engineering, sapphire crystal, everyday durability. Why he might skip it. Peter generally leans toward understated equipment. The skeleton dial draws a little more attention than some of the simpler watches we've already examined. Watch Bureau compatibility report. Budget, durability, engineering, urban mobility, stealth, overall compatibility. 9010, case update, watches eliminated. At this point in the investigation, we can confidently eliminate one entire category, status watches. Peter Parker has never been motivated by wealth. If someone handed him $50,000, he'd probably fix Aunt May's house, upgrade his camera equipment, replace worn-out lab equipment, or help someone else before buying himself an expensive luxury watch. That's exactly why this investigation focuses on value. Not price tags, but value also means durability. Because Peter Parker probably lives a harder life than almost anyone, which brings us to one of the toughest watches we've ever featured on Watch Bureau. Evidence item per 5. Steeldive SD1970. Quick specs. Fartwitten Parkermakers. Seiko en Chronograph automatic. Ceramic bezel. 200 water resistance. Sapphire crystal. Super luminous dial. Screw down crown. If Peter Parker needed one watch capable of surviving almost anything, this would have to be on the short list. The Steeldive SD1970 has earned an outstanding reputation among affordable dive watches. And after spending time with it, it's easy to understand why. Inside is the legendary Seiko NH35 automatic movement, one of the most respected workhorse movements in modern affordable watchmaking. It's dependable, easy to service. Proven over many years, surrounding that movement is an incredibly robust package. Sapphire crystal resists scratches. The ceramic bezel helps maintain its appearance over time. 200 meters of water resistance means rain. Swimming or everyday exposure simply aren't concerns. Even the loom deserves recognition. Once the lights go out, the SD1970 becomes one of the brightest watches in today's investigation. Peter Parker isn't rough on his equipment because he's careless. He's rough on it because his life is unpredictable. That's exactly why a watch like this makes so much sense. Why Peter would buy it. Nearly indestructible, proven NH35 movement, exceptional lume, outstanding value. Why he might skip it. At nearly 44 millimeters, this is one of the larger watches we've examined. Peter generally seems like someone who would prefer something a little more compact and understated. Watch Bureau compatibility report. Budget 4 stars. Durability 5 stars. Engineering 4 stars. Urban mobility 4 stars. Stealth 3 stars. Overall compatibility 93 to... We've narrowed our investigation considerably. The remaining 4 watches aren't simply great values. They represent the watches that best match Peter Parker's personality, his intelligence, his engineering mindset, and the life he actually lives. In the final stage of our investigation, we'll examine a precision chronograph, a premium explorer-style automatic, a vintage-inspired diver, and the one watch that earned the highest Watch Bureau compatibility score and the title of Peter Parker's ultimate AliExpress watch. Watch Bureau Investigation 08. Part 3. Evidence item number 4. Watchdives WD1863 chronograph. Quick specs. 2 stainless steel case. Seiko VK6 Mecha Quartz chronograph. Bubble sapphire crystal. 100 met water resistance. Screw down case back. Chronograph function. As our investigation continued, we kept coming back to one question. If Peter Parker actually designed his perfect everyday watch, wouldn't it probably include a chronograph? After all, Peter is constantly experimenting, building prototypes, timing chemical reactions, testing equipment, solving problems. The Watchdives WD1863 fits that personality almost perfectly. At 39 millimeters, it's one of the best balanced watches in today's lineup. Large enough to feel substantial, yet compact enough for everyday wear. Inside is the Seiko VK63 Mecha Quartz movement. This is one of my favorite affordable chronograph movements because it combines the accuracy and convenience of quartz with the satisfying mechanical feel of a traditional chronograph. When you press the pushers, they have a crisp, mechanical action that feels far more expensive than the price suggests. The bubble sapphire crystal adds even more character. It catches the light beautifully and gives the watch a vintage personality without sacrificing scratch resistance. If Peter Parker wanted one watch that reflected both his scientific curiosity and his practical mindset, this would be incredibly difficult to overlook. Why Peter would buy it? Excellent chronograph, superb engineering, reliable VK63 movement, great proportions. Why he might skip it? Peter generally values simplicity. He may decide that he doesn't actually need the extra chronograph functions every day. Watch Bureau Compatibility Report. Budget 4 stars. Durability 5 stars. Engineering 5 stars. Urban Mobility 5 stars. Stealth 4 stars. Overall compatibility 10. Our investigation is almost complete, but one watch continues to appear in nearly every conversation about affordable quality. Evidence items are 3. San Martin Explorer Series. Quick specs. Temperature limit. Automatic mechanical movement. Sapphire crystal. 100 met water resistance. Bejevino lume. Premium finishing. There are affordable watches. And then there are watches that completely change expectations. San Martin has built a reputation for producing some of the highest quality, finishing available on AliExpress. And after handling this watch, it's easy to understand why. Every edge feels refined. The brushing is clean. The polishing is crisp. The bracelet feels remarkably solid. This is a watch that genuinely punches far above its price point. Under the sapphire crystal sits a clean Explorer-inspired dial. Highly legible, balanced, timeless. Peter Parker isn't someone who constantly changes watches. He's the type of person who buys one excellent watch and wears it for years. This feels like that watch. Maybe Peter has graduated. Maybe he's working in a research lab. Maybe life has finally become a little more stable. He finally rewards himself. Not with luxury, but with quality. Why Peter would buy it. Outstanding finishing, excellent reliability, comfortable, understated, timeless. Why he might skip it. It's beginning to approach the upper end of what Peter would realistically spend. Watch Bureau Compatibility Report. Budget 4 stars. Durability 5 stars. Engineering 5 stars. Urban Mobility 5 stars. Stealth 5 stars. Overall compatibility 9.7, 10. At this point, only 2 watches remain. Evidence item number 2. Tyberley B58 NH35. Quick specs. NH35 automatic. Sapphire crystal. Vintage dive design. 100 met water resistance. Mechanical movement. Sometimes, the best watch isn't the most complicated. It's simply the one you never want to take off. That's exactly how I feel about this BB58 inspired design. Powered by the Seiko NH35 automatic movement, you get one of the most trusted mechanical movements available. Sapphire crystal provides long-term durability. The vintage-inspired proportions make it comfortable for almost any wrist. It transitions effortlessly between casual weekends, office work, photography assignments, and just about everything in between. Peter Parker has always appreciated equipment that quietly does its job. Nothing flashy, nothing unnecessary, just dependable performance. This watch perfectly captures that philosophy. Why Peter would buy it. Comfortable, classic styling, reliable movement, versatile. Why he might skip it. It doesn't quite have the engineering personality of our final watch. Watch Bureau Compatibility Report. Budget 4 stars. Durability 5 stars. Engineering 4 stars. Urban Mobility 5 stars. Stealth 5 stars. Overall compatibility 9.8 to final case review. After examining dozens of affordable watches, one final piece of evidence remained. Evidence item for 1. Militado ML05. Quick specs. VH31 sweeping quartz movement. Sapphire crystal. 100 met water resistance. Vejegavanoint superluminova. Vintage military design. Compact case size. Every investigation eventually reaches a conclusion. And throughout this entire process, one watch consistently matched Peter Parker. Better than every other watch we examined. The Militado ML24. It doesn't try to be flashy. It doesn't pretend to be something it's not. Instead, it focuses on getting the fundamentals exactly right. Inside is the VH31 sweeping quartz movement. One of the most enjoyable quartz movements available today. You get excellent accuracy, minimal maintenance, and a beautifully smooth sweeping seconds hand that gives the watch far more character than a traditional quartz movement. Covering the dial is sapphire crystal. Bright BGW9 lume keeps the watch readable after dark. 100 meters of water resistance makes it perfectly capable of everyday adventures, but specifications aren't why this watch wins. It wins because of balance. It's affordable enough for a college student, reliable enough for someone constantly on the move, durable enough for everyday life, comfortable enough to forget you're even wearing it, and understated enough that it fits Peter Parker's personality perfectly. If someone asked me, what affordable watch best represents Peter Parker, this would be my answer. Why Peter would buy it. Outstanding value. Excellent engineering. Dependable. Comfortable. Everything he needs. Nothing he doesn't. Why he might skip it. Honestly, this is the first watch in today's investigation where it's difficult to find a meaningful weakness. Watch Bureau Compatibility Report. Budget 5 stars. Durability 5 stars. Engineering 5 stars. Urban Mobility 5 stars. Stealth 5 stars, 5 stars. Overall compatibility 10. Final verdict. After reviewing 10 outstanding AliExpress watches, our investigation found something surprising. The best watch for Peter Parker isn't the most expensive. It isn't the most luxurious. And it isn't the one with the longest specification sheet. It's the one that quietly fits his life. Peter Parker has always represented responsibility, but now it's your turn. Did our investigation get it right? Which watch would you put on Peter Parker's wrist? Let me know your pick in the comments below. If you enjoyed this Watch Bureau investigation, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, all links for the watches in description below. Next time, we may be opening another case file to answer questions. Until then, I'm Luke with Watch Bureau. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next investigation.